everybody! It is our final day for our Charles Sheeler piece, which is inspired off of his piece Windows from 1951. And today we are doing step number 4. So hopefully you have your buildings and your windows colored in, and we're all ready to do our sky together. Now, our sky is also going to involve value and the best friend colors, which are the complementary colors. So first thing I have to do before I decide what color my sky is going to be is, I have to decide which colors I like, which colors I want, but I also have to take a look at the colors of my buildings. So I have a lot of red and green along the outside. So red and green probably is not a good choice for my sky because I have so much of it already. So as I continue to look around, I really have to find the colors that I don't have much of. And as I get right into the middle, I'm noticing that what I have least is my blue and orange. Now, I could go realistic for my sky, and I could have a blue sky, and then I could go fantasy or surreal for my clouds and make them orange, or I could have an orange sky and blue clouds, and that sounds good to me. So I'm going to have an orange sky, and I'm going to have blue clouds. So I'm going to start with my clouds, okay? So you can get blues, you can get all of your blues out, you could just get one of your blues out. I'm definitely going to pull out my turquoise blue. And I'm going to pull out my indigo blue. Okay, so the first thing, we have to outline and color it in. We always want to mark the space that we're going to color by outlining it first, and then we color it in. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to take my blue. I'm going to outline my line, and it's hard to see for me because I've got Sharpie, but you did it in pencil, so it should be a little easier to see. And then I'm going to start coloring it in. Now I can cross hatch it. I could cross it, or just hatch it, excuse me, or I could coil it. So because I think clouds are so fun and circles are good, I'm going to coil it. I'm going to do mostly a medium value for this cloud. Maybe in some areas I'm going to go really, really light. And now I'm going to switch to my other color, blue. This is my regular blue. Oh, and I love what it does. So I'm going to go dark in some areas, dark in other areas. Now, instead of just doing coils, I'm doing curved lines back and forth because now I'm adding some texture into my cloud, some variety. So not only you can see the color, you can see the way I put lines in too, and that makes things more interesting. I'm going to take my turquoise. I'm going to do only a couple areas with my turquoise. My turquoise is going to work as my highlight. All right, and there I have one cloud. Now I'm going to move on to the next one. Outline. And I'm going to start coiling. Now I accidentally picked up a different blue. I started with my indigo blue, but this time I just have my regular blue. I can already see it's a difference. So I can stop right there and I can switch to my indigo, or I can keep going because I'm the artist and I can do what I want. So I'm going to switch to my indigo because I really like that as my base color. You can see that it's a little different. I'm just going to do nice light coils. You can outline around your building too if it really helps you stay inside those lines. Whatever it takes for you. Oh, and I accidentally went inside my building. It's okay. I'm not going to let anything ruin my piece. There I go. Coil, 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 coil. And now I'm going to pick up my blue. I'm going to start coiling in some nice different areas. And a little on this side too. And a little down here. And now I'm going to pick up my turquoise. I love 2-layer rules for crayons, but my dream, my ideal is when we add 3 different colors. or shades or values into every crayon section. All right, so I've got 3 more clouds to do, and these are way tinier, so it's going to go faster. This time I'm going to check, make sure I have the right one. Here I go. Outline and coil. I'm going to do them all together. I'm going to outline and coil. I'm going to outline and coil. And now I'm going to pick up my blue. I'm mostly doing the top curves. That wasn't even my plan, but it's what I ended up doing. Lots of times you don't even realize what you want to do until you start doing it. Can't tell you how many times I've had a plan of doing something, and as soon as I start making the yard, I change my mind almost immediately. Now I like that these clouds aren't touching that part of the blue. If it did, I might have to just change it to only turquoise clouds. I'm going to add that last color in just for the final variety. All right, and now my clouds are finished. Now I'm going to start pulling out my oranges for my sky. Make sure you do your best friend colors. Now, I know a lot of friends out there love doing suns. If you did a sun in this sky, guess what? Your sun has to be the best friend color too. So if you're going to do your sky orange, that means your sun is going to be blue. So just have fun with it. That's the kind of project it is. It's a fun, goofy cityscape. All right, so I'm going to pull out all these oranges. Some of them might even be the same oranges. I have no idea. All right, and I'm going to pick one. I'm actually going to pick my darkest one. So this is going to be my red-orange. And I'm going to make some rain clouds falling because I think that's so fun. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one of my clouds, and I'm going to turn it into silhouettes of rain. It's a curve, and I color it in. Curve with a point, color it in, or it's a pointed oval. It's raining today, so I actually love that idea that I'm just showing all these rain clouds. I'm going to have every cloud rain. I'm starting to put orange over where I made a mistake the other day, and I have my yellow shooting out into the sky. It doesn't matter. That can't hurt my art. Okay, now I'm also going to put in some birds because as it's raining, the birds are thinking, wow, we've got to get out of the rain and get to find some protection. Now, when you do birds, lots of times people just do a really huge M. And if you want to do a huge M like that, that's fine. I suggest doing, the huge M is right here, I don't think you can see it. I suggest doing a small M, like really small, and even in the middle, you can make it a circle. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like a little flock of birds up here. So M, and right in the middle, I'm going to do a little circle. Tiny, 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 because they're off in the distance. Remember, we can't see inside anything. If we see eyes, beak, texture inside, it's not a silhouette, and this is a silhouette project. All right, so I think I feel pretty good about it. Now, I don't have to change my color, so I don't have to worry about going right over this, and I mean going around it. I can go right over it. But I'm actually going to change my oranges for the moment. I'm going to go to a lighter orange. I'm going to start coiling in my background. You know what? I'm going to hatch my background. Hatching's fun. So when I hatch, I'm going to go one direction, and then I'm going to change the direction. If I crossed over it, it's cross-hatching. But I'm just going to do lots of different areas, and then my value maybe will be a little different. So maybe now I'm going to go dark. Really, really light now. And if I move my crayon, if I want to move my crayon fast, I just have to, instead of just moving my wrist, I have to move my whole arm back and forth, and that makes it really fun and easy to do. And now when I get to the areas of the clouds, I want to go around them. If you run that orange right on top of that blue, you're going to end up making a brown. That might be a fun thing to test out later. And every so often, I'm going to switch directions. I know a lot of people, when they color and they don't want you to see the direction of the crayon at all, but I'm making an artistic choice for you specifically to see the direction of my crayon. I'm going to do like some extra lines in here. And as I'm hatching, I'm noticing that I can still see in some spaces, but that's why I'm going to overlap it with another color later. Still orange, just a different shade of orange. All right, we're about halfway through. Hatching is so much fun. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. When I go into really tight areas, I just want to move my wrist. But when I really, really want to go into a large area, I start moving my whole arm. I can feel it moving from my elbow. And you want to loosen up your wrist, and then you can go back and forth. But if you are saying, you know what, I want to go really slow, I don't want to hatch fast, I just want to take my time, I think that's wonderful, because art is about making art. You get the end result, and that's always fun, but we make art because we enjoy making it. So let's enjoy it while we color. Here, and maybe I'll go on a diagonal from this cloud so it can really start looking like some rain pouring down. Okay, now I have one shade of orange. Now I'm going to pick another shade. So the one I was just coloring with is just plain orange. I'm going to pick up my yellow orange now. Now, if you don't have a yellow orange, that's fine. Do you know what you can do instead of using a yellow orange? You can just pick up a yellow, and you can add yellow right onto the background. I'll do that. So with yellow orange, it goes right on top like this, right? It's adding a whole different area of color. It's making it a little more interesting. I think it's fantastic. But if I really wanted to add a brighter orange, I'm just going to add straight yellow, because that's how you make the color. And now I've got yellow-orange, even a little more bright. It's just even more pretty, actually. I don't want the yellow to overpower the orange, because this should look orange before it looks yellow. So once you do it, and you're like, ooh, maybe that's really yellow, I'm going to go and I'm going to put some orange right on top of all my yellow spots. And that'll really blend the yellow in. Still add fun things. So even after you've done everything, you can think, wow, I love this, but maybe I want to put a hot air balloon. Maybe a hot air balloon was taking a nice trip, and the storm clouds came in, and they're like, oh, we got to get out of there. So instead of making it close, we're going to make it really far away. So over here, I'm going to take my orange. I'm going to push down for that hard value. And I have to color it in. I can't put the beautiful designs of a hot air balloon in because it's a silhouette. I can't see any of that detail. I have to do some editing. And I have a hot air balloon in my sky. It's really cool. Maybe I'm going to have another one up there. Maybe they were all out together and now they're trying to escape the storm together. Every shape you put in, make sure you color it in. Don't do this and leave it like that. Although that's a wonderful outline for a hot air balloon, it's not a silhouette yet until it looks like a shadow. And a shadow is solid. All right, you can keep adding as much fun silhouettes in the sky as you want. You can actually keep going on this forever. I love this project. I hope you had fun with me, and I will see you next week when we do another art lesson. Bye, guys.